At 34, she did not just lose her job. She felt like she lost her identity. Emily lived in Texas. For 10 years, she worked at the same company. Every morning she woke up at 6:30. She made coffee. She drove the same road to work. Her life felt steady and safe. Her job was not exciting. It was not her dream career. But it paid the bills. Her job made her feel important. It made her feel secure. Then, one Tuesday morning, everything changed. She received a meeting request on her calendar. It said, "Quick check-in." She did not feel worried. She walked into the meeting room like any other day. Inside were her manager. He looked serious. Her manager spoke calmly. "Your position has been eliminated." That was it. No warning, no second chance, no time to prepare. 10 years ended in 5 minutes. Emily packed her desk into a small box. She carried her coffee mug, a plant, and a framed photo to her car. As she drove home, she felt empty. It did not feel real. The next morning, she still woke up at 6:30. But there was nowhere to go. The house was quiet. Too quiet. At first, she told herself it was only temporary. She updated her resume. She applied for jobs online. She sent out many applications every day. She checked her email again and again. No replies. Days passed. Then weeks. Her savings slowly began to drop. Every time she looked at her bank account, she felt nervous. She had rent, groceries, and other bills to pay. At night, she lay in bed and stared at the ceiling. Was I not good enough? She wondered. Did I do something wrong? Am I replaceable? What hurt most was not losing the job. It was feeling forgotten. No one from her company even called her. No one offered her a new opportunity. The world continued, as if she had never been there. One afternoon, after receiving another rejection email, she closed her laptop. She sat quietly on her couch. She realized something painful. Nobody was coming to save her. For a few days, she felt very low. She avoided friends. She did not answer phone calls. She felt ashamed. She thought, I am 34. I should be doing better than this. She believed she would be more successful by now. Instead, she felt like she was starting from zero. But one morning, something changed. She looked at her laptop and felt tired of waiting, tired of sending resumes, tired of hoping someone would choose her. She decided to try something different. She got in her car and started driving around town. She did not have a clear plan. She just wanted to move. As she drove, she noticed a large sign outside a local car dealership. It said, "Now hiring." She almost ignored it. Car sales? She had never sold anything before. She did not know much about cars. She did not think of herself as a salesperson. But then she asked herself one simple question: what do I have to lose? Her savings were already going down. Sitting at home was not helping, so she parked the car. Her hands were shaking as she walked inside. The showroom was bright and busy. Salespeople were talking to customers. She walked up to the front desk and said, "Are you still hiring?" Within minutes, she was speaking to the sales manager. He looked at her resume. "You have never worked in sales," he said. "That is true," she replied. "But I am willing to learn. I work hard, and I will not quit." The manager studied her for a moment. They needed new staff. The dealership was growing. He offered her the job. The pay was $14 per hour, plus commission on every car she sold. It was not a high salary. It was much less than what she had before, but it was a start. Her first week was difficult. She stood outside in the hot Texas sun. She greeted customers who sometimes ignored her. She forgot details about different car models. She felt embarrassed when other salespeople closed deals, and she did not. At the end of each day, she felt exhausted. Her first month's total earnings were $1,100. It was not much. She felt discouraged. She wondered if she had made a mistake. Some nights she cried, but she did not quit. Instead, she decided to improve. She stayed after work to study the cars. She learned about engines, safety features, and financing plans. She watched the top salesperson closely. She noticed how he smiled, how he listened, and how he answered questions calmly. At home, she practiced speaking clearly. She practiced explaining car features in simple words. Slowly, she became better. By the third month, she felt more comfortable. She no longer felt afraid to approach customers. She listened carefully to what people needed. She stopped trying to push a sale. Instead, she focused on helping customers find the right car. People trusted her. That month, she earned $3,400 with commission. When she saw her paycheck, she smiled for the first time in months. It was not just about the money. It was proof that she could rebuild her life. 6 months later, she was one of the stronger salespeople on the team. She had regular customers. Some people even asked for her by name. 1 year after she started, she was promoted to a senior sales role. Her income became stable again, but something else changed inside her. Before the layoff, her confidence came from her job title. When she lost that job, she felt like she lost herself. Now she understood something important. Her strength did not come from a company. It came from her actions. She learned that jobs can disappear, titles can change, companies can close, but skills stay with you. Hard work stays with you. Courage stays with you. She also learned that confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes after action. If she had waited to feel ready, she would still be sitting at home sending resumes. Instead, she walked into a dealership while feeling scared. She took a job that was outside her comfort zone. She allowed herself to start small. That decision changed everything. Today, when people ask her what she does, she still says she works in car sales. But she says it with a different feeling. She no longer sees herself as someone who needs permission. She sees herself as someone who can adapt, someone who can learn, someone who can start over if needed. Losing her job at 34 felt like the end of her story. But it was actually the beginning of a stronger chapter. If you are feeling lost right now, remember this. You are not your job title. You are not your last paycheck. You are not your past failure. You are the choices you make next. Emily did not rebuild because she felt brave. She rebuilt because she acted while she was afraid. At 34, she thought she had lost her identity. Instead, she discovered who she truly was. If she can start again at 34, you can start today. Take action.